Hi, you guys. Happy Monday. It is the first day of the Wellness Challenge. I am so excited that you guys are here. Even for those of you that have not officially signed up for the Wellness Challenge, I'm excited to share this information with you because I think the more people we can get this stuff out to, the better off we are going to be. And hello, people. Hello, I see people hopping on. So I wanted to chat a little bit before I get into the mindfulness activity for the day. I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit about something that happened over the weekend and just give you a little insight to kind of what's going on in my brain and a little more information about why I'm doing this wellness challenge in the first place. So I had an incident happen this weekend where I invited someone to join this group, this inner map group, and she got really offended that I invited her to do this. And she actually said that was, her quote was, that was a shitty thing to do when there's so much other stuff going on in the world. And I definitely can understand where sometimes people think that wellness and self-care and some of those things are selfish and maybe a little bit crappy thing to do. But I'm going to give you guys my perspective. I see Peggy and Laura on here. Hello. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of my perspective about why I'm doing this. So when I originally decided to do this wellness challenge, it was a couple weeks ago, and people were getting really burnt out on the pandemic. People were feeling really isolated. There was a lot of stress going around, and I thought, you know what, why don't we do something to start summer off on a good foot? This is like my favorite time of year. I love summertime. And I wanted to start it off on like a happy, positive note. So I decided to set up this wellness challenge for this week to do that. And it's kind of the same reason that I decided to start my business in the first place, because I really believe, and you guys, I truly believe this because I thought about this all weekend. I was like, is this really a crappy thing for me to be doing right now? And I get it. Like, there's a pandemic, there are people dying, there are people rioting. There's a lot of stuff going on in our world that is scary and hard, and in a lot of ways, probably bigger than, taking a few breaths every day. But I know from my own personal experience that when I have been run down, when I have been stressed out, when I was dealing with, the loss and grief from a couple miscarriages and from losing friends and things like that, that the thing that helped me most was being able to take care of myself and to having those tools to take care of myself. And so I want to make sure, oh, thanks, Laura. I'm thankful for you. So I wanted to make sure that other people also had those skills and those tools, because I really believe right now that if we are not dealing with our own internal stuff, that we are not able to show up and be able to hear other people's trauma. We are not able to show up and we are not able to listen to other people's pain if we are swimming in our own pain and if we are not taking care of ourselves. So I still truly believe in my heart that one of the things that we need to be doing to deal with all this crap that's going on in the world right now is we need to be taking care of ourselves first, so that then when we go out into the rest of the world, we can show up for everybody else. We can be better. Oh, it says thank you for helping us. I don't know if I'm doing that much yet, but you're welcome. But I really think that we all need these tools in our toolbox, and we need to be taking care of ourselves, and we can't go out and we can't give to others from an empty bucket. We have to be able to give to others from a full bucket, from taking care of ourselves. And so the techniques that you guys are going to be learning this week, the recipes you guys are going to be learning, they are meant to help you take care of your mind and your body and your spirit, so that you can then go out and you can listen to other people and you can hear their stories with compassion, and you can really be open to being compassionate and listening to what is going on with other people. And so that is the reason that I'm doing this. I am not doing this because I am, trying to get all these people to join or whatever. I really do believe that we are better together, and I love connecting people, and I love bridging the gap. And I think COVID, sorry, I just got a phone call coming. I think it's really important while we are dealing with COVID, while we are dealing with the racial discrimination that we're seeing in our country right now. I think it's important that we are taking care of ourselves so that we can then go out and be bigger in our local community and our global community. So with all of that being said, I'm going to get into the topic of the day. So the topic of the day today is mindfulness. And I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about why mindfulness works, because mindfulness sometimes can be seen as this woo-woo hippie crap, like if you're in Colorado, people are like, oh yeah, Boulder, wah wah, woo-woo stuff. But there's actually a lot of, if you know me, you know that I was a science teacher for a long time. I have a degree in biology, and I believe in the mind-body connection, and I believe in it because there's research that supports it. So a lot of the research out there shows that when we are practicing mindfulness, that we go into a state of being rather than doing. And so doing is a nervous system response that can stimulate your fight or flight response. So when we are doing, it can trigger us into this state of fight or flight. Okay, so when we take a moment, we take a breath, and we practice mindfulness, it gets us into that state of being. And remember, you guys, we are human beings. We are not human doings. So we need to be being, and we need to take that time to be calm. We also start to notice our thoughts a little bit. So as we start to notice our thoughts, we become less attached to them, which means that we can have less of a reaction. So instead of having these snap reactions, and instead of having all this anger and frustration and everything bubbling under the surface, we actually have more of a sense of calm. We can notice our thoughts, and we can say, oh, maybe that thought is not very helpful right now, and we don't react in a negative way on those. Sometimes it can make us have more focus throughout the day, so we get more stuff done, which then can also help with our sense of stress, because we actually are more focused and we're more able to check things off our to-do list. And of course, it allows us to take some time during the day to be aware of our body and what is going on in our body. And that is huge, because if you don't notice where you're holding stress in your body, if you don't notice how your body feels, my daughter is horrible about this, you guys. Like, she gets so hangry and then she just snaps. And I'm like, do you need a snack? I'm seeing that there's no sound. Does everybody else see that give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. So if you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up, because people are saying I just saw, I can see you, but there's no sound. So you might need to turn your sound on. I see thumbs up, so I think we're okay. So you probably just need to turn your sound on, Mom. Okay, so, all right. So all these things with mindfulness, just making sure. So all these things with mindfulness can be super helpful. So today, what we are going to do is we are going to do a body relaxation activity. So you can do this. My favorite way to do this is laying down. As you can see, I'm outside right now, so I can't just like lay down in the dirt, but you can do this standing up. You can do this sitting down. You can do this laying on the ground, like on a yoga mat. So we're going to start our practice today. And I want you guys, if it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes. And I see more thumbs up coming through. Awesome. Okay, glad you guys can hear me. So take a moment, close your eyes, and start to bring your awareness to your left foot. Wiggle your left toes, and then allow your whole left foot to relax. And then flex your foot a couple times so that you can feel your calf muscle. And then allow your calf muscle to relax. Engage your whole left quad and left glute. And then allow your whole left leg to relax. And then just notice, how does your left leg feel compared to your right? Now bring your awareness to your right foot. Wiggle your right toes. Allow your right foot to relax. Engage your calf, and then let your calf relax. And finally, engage your whole right leg. And allow your whole right leg to relax. Bring your attention to your pelvis. And start to let your pelvis get grounded either in your chair, or if you're standing, you can even feel the weight of your pelvis rooting down all the way through your legs into your feet. Then begin to bring your attention to your belly and your breath. Start to watch your breath move in and out of your belly as it rises and falls. Start to bring your attention to your lungs. Watch your breath move in and out of your lungs without trying to control it, just watch. See if you can notice your heartbeat. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. And then bring your attention to your left shoulder And let your left shoulder start to soften away from your left ear. Let all of the relaxation work its way down your bicep, your elbow, your forearm, all the way into your fingers, so that your whole left arm is relaxed. Then start to bring your attention to your right shoulder. Bring your right shoulder further away from your right ear. And let all of that relaxation from your right shoulder work its way down your right bicep, your right elbow, your right forearm, into your fingers, and finally all the way out your fingertips, so that any stress you're holding onto in your neck and shoulders just melts in a puddle around you. Open and close your jaw a few times. You can wiggle it around a few times. Then let your jaw relax, let your tongue relax, and begin to watch your breath move in and out of your nose. Notice if there's one side that it's easier to breathe out of than the other, and just notice without judgment. Let the space between your eyebrows relax. And eventually even allow the crown of your head to relax, so that it's as though all of the muscles in your scalp are starting to soften and relaxing their grip on your hair. And then imagine that there is a ball of light in your head. Whatever thoughts are swimming around in your brain right now, get scooped up into that ball of light. And all of those thoughts start to work their way down your spine, all the way down to the lowest part of your body, whether that's your tailbone, if you're sitting, or maybe all the way out your feet. So that all of those thoughts, all of those worries, all of the stress that you're holding onto in your brain right now start to soften and relax in this giant puddle at your feet. If thoughts start to come back into your brain, just watch them as best you can without any attachment, without any judgment. Just notice what you're thinking about and then let it go, as though you were watching leaves float down a creek. Notice your breath go in and out of your nose, in and out of your lungs, in and out of your belly, until all of your stress, all of your thoughts, all of your worries have washed away. And when you're ready, then you can start to open your eyes, blink them open. And just notice how your body feels right now. Notice if you're still holding tension anywhere. If you're holding tension in your neck, you can move your head side to side. You can take some shoulder shrugs. Notice how your breath feels after you sat with your body for just a couple minutes. And remember, you can do this anytime throughout the day. So I like to start with my left foot, because for most of us, we are right dominated. And so we often start with our right foot or our right hand. So I like to start with the left foot. You don't have to, but you just work your way up each leg, into the core of your body, down each arm, into your head, and see how your body feels. And this video will be in the group for you to watch and review, so you can listen to it anytime. Kira says, so good. Yes, I know, it's one of my favorites. We've got some breathing that I'll be doing with you all later in the week too, because that's a great mindfulness activity. And so we're going to be talking a lot more about the mind-body connection and doing a lot more information in these videos about the mind and the body and how those are all connected. But I didn't want to take up too much time with you all today. So I am just so excited for this week. I'm so excited to be here with you all. Thank you all for showing up today. Thank you all for spending your morning, a few minutes of your morning with me today. And then we are going to be I have an interview this afternoon with one of our local wellness professionals. So I would love for you to join that. That's going to be at 4. And again, all of these things are going to be sent out for those of you that have officially signed up for the challenge. All of these things will be sent out as replays tomorrow morning, and I will also be announcing in this group. So make sure, I see a lot of thumbs up coming in and some comments. Keep commenting, keep thumbs upping. Awesome, Chrissy. I love that you have it. Hi, Janice. Well, good to see you. So keep commenting, keep watching the videos, keep giving them a thumbs up or whatever, because if you do that, then you get entered to win the prize for the day. So I'm really excited. I will see you guys same time, same place tomorrow at 11 a.m. And we are going to be talking about, we're going to be doing some journaling stuff tomorrow. I couldn't remember what we were doing tomorrow. Self-reflection. So we'll be talking about that. Hope you all have a great Monday. Go out and be good humans, and I'll see you tomorrow.